did that. Yup, I did. R&B, baby, he delivers. Get your popcorn ready. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. No BS, OBS, camera zoomed in, and the chat is lit. Stay tuned in. Like Zach Morris, I got detention. Like the cool kids, I do's this, homie. Thought you knew this. If you didn't, now you do. Had to prove it. Thanks for watching. What's everybody's favorite topic? Please leave a comment in the chat. Refrain from gossip. Stop it. If you hating, there's no debating. Promise, I'm going up like Hakeem. I can't wait to block you. Nah, dog, cause this a party. Get your popcorn ready. We about to get it started. I'm super grateful. Thank you all for being with me. How we looking? Am I good? Sitting pretty. I'm elated that y'all would take time to kick it with me. Cause I ain't famous, so I'm grateful for the subs you gifted. Shout out to Shadow. I know my guy is always listening, and I appreciate the bits. Fire emoji pimpin'. Let's get it. I'm gonna give you what you came to see. Please, please hit the follow button for me. We can proceed. R&B, Child's High, class of 03. Shout out to everybody back home and everybody that's in the stream. Love y'all. Let's do it. Go. Shit.
That's what she said. Testing the game. Oh yeah.
Let's go. Thank you all so much for being here. Hand claps for all of y'all. Shit. Welcome back, and thanks for showing up. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a cool show lined up for you today. It's not going to be a very long show. No, that's just because we haven't watched a whole lot of movies or series this week. I'm just saying. But that's okay. Fret not, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a cool one. Yep, good one.
You are one pathetic loser.
Hey, good job, Shadow. Shout out to you. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and dox his punk bud. What's your name, bruh?
Federico. Fede.
And shout out to my guy, Shadow1311. As y'all know, he has encouraged me to play games with him online to promote the show and get more viewers, and it's worked out pretty well overall. But in the last week, I gotta take this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, Shadow1311 has returned to Twitch himself. So if you would, if you're watching this, if you love me at all, please give my guy Shadow1311 a follow. Check him out on YouTube. The games have been fun. Shout out to our guy, Lou Blom, Big G one time. We've had so much fun. It's been dope. And I'm so happy to have Shadow back. Shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's SUBTember, as a matter of fact. Okay, let me go ahead and throw up that graphic for you one time. There it is. SUBTember, Tember. SUBTember.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Shout out to you, Shadow. Shit, you know how long we've been waiting for you to come back, dog? It's been 84 years. Welcome back, man. You're gonna have to show me how to do the command where we can pull up your stream in mine and give you the love that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you one more again, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Carmen Sandiego. Let it ride, right? Come on.
Well, she sneaks around the world from India to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. Take you for a ride on a slow boat to China.
Tell us, Carmen.
In the world is
Carmen Sandiego.
Shout out to you, girl. Ladies and gentlemen, Carmen literally living up to her name. How was Japan? How amazing was that? See, Chucha knows what's up. She really does. Sneak around the world. Bang. So happy to have you back. I hope you had an amazing, amazing adventure. How cool is that? Not for nothing. Shadow1311 did get to go to Japan also in the last year or so. So I think it is so cool that you all are world travelers. And thank you for tuning in to the stream, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're far too kind.
She said it was amazing. I bet it was. Shout out to you. I bet it was. Well, sadly, you weren't here to defend your title, and so, yeah, you're no longer the champ. Oh. She says Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Hiroshima, and Nagasaki. Goodness, you really did that thing. Well, if you're gonna go, you might as well do it. You know what I mean? So shout out to you. We see you, girl. One more time. I'm not gonna play the whole song, but just cause. Yeah. All right, very topical. Love that. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. If I have to probably still be jet lagged. Ladies and gentlemen, AeroRising in the chat one time. He says, remember that one time I said Kyoto and you thought I misspelled Tokyo? It's not exactly how that went down, but I'm gonna let you have that. I'll be honest, I thought I said it wrong is what happened, but anyway. Carmen says, I'll regain my title today. Love that. Stick around. I told y'all we got a cool show lined up. We got the movie preview game, just about as always. We've got a couple of things to review, sure we do. And then we've got our live reading of The Witcher, and I've added a new sound to the board. Let's see if we can play this. This will be one of our new Witcher sound bites. See if you dig it. All right, short and sweet, but we dig that, okay? It's a little witchery. I think it's actually from one of the games, so if you know, you know. All right, SUBTember. I told you all about this last time we were live, but I only get to do it for a couple of weeks, so a limited time, if you will. Chucha says, we dig that. Let's go, girl. What's her name, if you would?
Her name is Chucha. She's getting lit up in the chat.
Yeah, love that. So, SUBTember. Remember, chat, subs are currently discounted. And streamers, little old me, we might get the full payout, all right? Paid in full. Until October 1st, you can save 25% on 1 and 3 month subscriptions. And also 30% on 6 month subs, if you're about that life. Starting September 26th, which is just around the corner, for every 5 subs, Twitch will add a bonus of 1 on top. So we're gonna top you up. It's a perfect time to lock in. There are a highly few coveted first-time chatter badges still available. So if you look in the chat currently, Chucha Barber is certainly one. So that little first next to her name, that's because she is the first of the first 10 subscribers to earn that. Now, there are also some diamonds in the chat, which is different, which indicates our VIP. So we might just as well go ahead and shout them out too.
Got a Superman bench that I scored from Shaq with an old school caddy.
Said there's diamonds in the chat. All right. So you got the diamonds. I can give y'all that. That's cool, but there's only so many of those too. But the first the first subscriber badge is only available for the first 10 subscribers. Okay, so it's a great time to take advantage. You don't have to, mind you. I'm not campaigning for your subs. I'm just telling you about the opportunity that's available to you if you want a little savings. All right, it's a great time to do that. Additionally, I think if you do, you might earn yourself an exclusive Twitch Subscriber 2025 badge. I know some of y'all are about that life. So you can't get it.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty.
Look at Shadow tossing coins, baby. Thank you so much for that, my guy. Lost the soundboard. Let's see if I can get it back. There it is. I appreciate you, man. So if you're not a first subscriber and you want to be, this is a great time to do it. The Amazon Prime sub, that's free. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, that doesn't count, sadly. I know, so. And it also doesn't count if you receive a gifted subscription. Okay, you got to subscribe on your own to get it. Is it worth it? I don't know. All right, moving on. Something else to note, ladies and gentlemen, if you take a look at our progress, I guess it's the other way, the progress above, we are just 1 follower away from 80. That's pretty cool. So I've told you all before that just like you give me love and support, I want to give it right back to y'all. So I've tried to highlight the milestones when we reach them by giving back a little bit, and this will be one of them, definitely. What does that mean? When we reach 80, and this could be the very stream in which we do it, we're gonna do a giveaway!
Testing the game.
We're gonna do an on-stream giveaway. Shadow says, a trip to Norway. Hey, keep trying, baby. Keep trying. That would be, how about we do that for our, I don't know, 1,000th follower? That would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do that. Don't quote me or nothing, but maybe. We'll circle back. All right, we'll come back to that. I think we're a long way off. All right, but if we get one more follower, whether it's today, tomorrow, a week, a couple months from now, who knows, we're gonna do an on his Shadow says, I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that. Good on you, buddy. Don't quote me. We're gonna do an on-stream giveaway. Now look, before we've done keyword giveaways and all that, you don't even have to be present if you were here during the stream. Oh, look at that, right on cue. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it! We reached 80 followers!
Shit like that.
Water no get into me. Bang! What's up? Thank you so much for that. Sincerely.
Thank you. Far too kind.
All right, so let me make sure I can make good on my promises here. What I wanted to do was an on-stream giveaway where you didn't have to be present to win. AeroRising says, if you're still living there by the time you get 1,000, I'm gonna go ahead and unfollow. Fuck that. That reminded me of the Goodwill Hunting scene. Listen, that's not a threat. That's a fucking promise. All right. So I'm looking at the FossaBot, active users, running. It says running, but I don't see anybody's names on here, sadly. So, yeah, could be a major fail on my part. All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Maybe we could troubleshoot this thing on the fly. Watch this. So I'm gonna be right back. You'll see. Hang out. Testing the game. All right, so you see this is the FossaBot, and the way it's supposed to work, see how it's running? Chat announcements. It should be anybody in the chat is active. But I don't see any usernames on this side. Water No Get In Me says, nah, you gotta be in the stream to win, or what are we doing here? Hey, okay, hey. You're the 80th follower? I'm about that life. He says, build a stream, baby. Well, I like where your head's at, pause. All right, so then what we should do is, But it's still worrisome that there's nobody showing up on this side. Let's try a keyword real quick. And this is just a test. We're testing the game, get it?
We testing the game.
If I do
Oh yeah.
test and I run that, and y'all type test in the chat, does it register? Otherwise, maybe I got to get out of FossaBot and come back in. I don't know. This has happened to us once before. It was one of these. So test. All right, appreciate y'all. See, I'm not seeing the users, so that's worrisome. All right, so let's do this. Let me go back to the live. Everybody hang out. Shadow says, fail test. Good job. Everybody's testing the game. All right, I'm gonna reset this thing. All right, so that has stopped. If I go active users and I'm running it, let's see. If I do hang out, I know. I did try to test this before we went. Okay, it should be working now. Watch this. Wait for it. All right, so check this out. So now the contest is officially running, okay? And Water No Get Into Me. Hey, Brody, it's my contest. I'm gonna do it how I wanna do it. The truth is, I know some of the fan bam aren't gonna be here towards the end of the stream, and I don't want them to be ineligible because they've been supporting me all along. Can you dig that? So from now on, anybody that types in the chat is gonna be eligible. To test this theory,
We testing the game.
y'all go ahead, emote, chat, say something, anything you want, and at the end of the stream, we're gonna roll it. He says, LFG, let's go. There's Shadow 13. It's working, ladies and gentlemen. It's working! AeroRising says, can you dig it, sucker? That would be a good soundbite to get. I appreciate you. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go back to the live. This thing is gonna run in the background all stream long. I can't say it enough. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all of your support. Water No Get Into Me, appreciate you. Very cool. So for anybody that's tuned in, if you haven't said hi in the chat, you might want to do that to be eligible. And here's what you're gonna get, whether you're here or you're not. You know, a big part of the show is our movie reviews, the movie preview games. So true to form, on brand, we're gonna give away some movie tickets. But wait, that's not all. arguably our greatest community supporter, Miss Chucha Barber herself. She is a published author and has written a beautiful children's book, and you all are going to get a copy of that as well. Oscar the Oyster and Rusty the Redfish. Hell yeah. So I'm taking you to the movies.
Her name is Chucha. She's getting lit up in the chat.
And you're going to get a copy of the book. So if I know you, I'll reach out. And if I don't know you, all you have to do is hit me on the DM or whatever, and we'll coordinate. I'll get your address if you're down for that, or PayPal, whatever. We'll work it out. But I'm going to get you I'm going to give you the equivalent of the cost of a movie ticket. You tell us what you saw. Come on back to the live, and you're going to get a copy of the book. Huh? Pretty cool. We're testing the game.
We're testing the game.
80 followers. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Absolutely. All right, cool. So as of right now, it's AeroRising, Carmen Sandiego, Chucha Barber, Russ Barber, Water No Get Enemy, and Shadow 1311. Those are your current contestants. And hopefully there'll be one or two more before we conclude. And if not, who cares? Winning. Shout out. Hey, little foreshadow there. All right. And I lost my soundboard again. That's all right. That's all right. We know how to fix it. So coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited, and the reason we didn't stream last week, AeroRising says, just in time for my birthday. I've been waiting to go to the movies. I was going to mention this at some point, but since you beat me to it, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our guy. AeroRising's got a big birthday coming up next week, huh? I wish I could be there in person, man, from the bottom of my heart, bro, but rest assured, I'll try to do something to acknowledge your day, and I hope you're surrounded by love, and I hope you get to do something fun, man, but god dang, you getting old, bruh. You getting old, bruh. Shout out to Water No Get Enemy and Miss Carmen Sandiego. LFG, let's go. AeroRising has, hey, I'm still in my 30s today, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you got that. You got that. Next week, though, I ain't gonna lie. Anybody else help me out? Whew, I felt like, man, now that I'm 40, okay, don't tell anybody. You just feel different. And, you know, I think it's your psyche, you know what I mean? But you're like, God damn, I ain't as young as I used to be. I was in the gym the other day. My ankle started to hurt. I'm like, is this how it goes? Is this it? 40? This is 40? It's terrible. She just says, not long for Ant.
That's what she said.
Okay, you dig it? All right. Shadow says, waiting on you on the other side. Oh, he'll be there too. AeroRising says, me and Dua Lipa, both in our 30s. Okay, I see you. I see you. All right, so last week we didn't stream, sadly. I know. Save your arms. But I try to stay productive. We put something together special for the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're testing the game. This will be the new Twitch outro. It's a new theme song. How about that? So it is currently available on the SoundCloud. So check us out, soundcloud.com/Ryan M. Barber. All the socials, all the pages are my name, my legal government. And you're going to hear this song in the outro today and henceforth. Huh? Pretty cool. I hope you dig it. It's Twitch themed. It's just something cool, something fun, something to give our show a little bit more life. And hey, air's getting kind of thin up here. We got 80 followers. You know what I'm saying?
You just keep getting better and better.
I'm just saying. Appreciate y'all. So if you're hanging out, stay tuned for the rest. We got the giveaway coming up. You'll hear the song at the end. And if you miss it, well, that's all right. You could rewatch the VOD on YouTube. All right?
We're testing the game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Coco Cachu. Sometimes we're blessed with a very special segment. I mentioned it. It is his birthday next week. Give him some love, ladies and gentlemen. Our very own AeroRising. What are we talking about? Speaking of, AeroRising says, that's Matthew with one T-J-E-E-E. If you know Jeff Jarrett, get on. Right on cue. AeroRising sometimes puts together a segment for our show because of course he does. And they are amazing. They're amazing. Now he's gonna be like, don't overhype it, dog. Don't overhype it. I think they're great. I think it adds an amazing element to the show. It allows him to showcase his creativity, and he too is getting better and better.
You just keep getting better and better.
So I hope that's a decent enough intro. I'm gonna turn down the lo-fi for you all. I hope that you all enjoyed this week's segment. I very much did. Spoiler alert, I've seen it. But it's cute, it's great, I love it. Check it out. This is Anthony's part of the show.
I'm Anthony, he's Anthony, it's Anthony's
Welcome back to Anthony's part of the show. I have a special treat for you today. I am just north of Tallahassee. As you can see, people are heading out of the store right now. I'm at Bradley's Country Store, founded technically in 1910. Mary Bradley used to sell sausages out of her kitchen. But this actual structure here has been here since 1927, almost 100 years. It's currently owned by 4th and 5th generation Bradleys. We're going to take you inside. It's going to be a special treat, and we're going to show you around. Oh, look at this. Old jukebox. Frank Sinatra, Fats Domino, Ray Charles, Oh Georgia, on my mind.
And make their own syrup, all kinds of different syrups. Country syrup, blackberry syrup, strawberry syrup, roasted pecan flavored syrup, pumpkin spice syrup, strawberry syrup.
The thing that boggles my mind is this is the same floor 100 years ago. It's a 100-year-old floor. I know you remember these. Lucky Lights, baby. Like 5 years old, pretending I was smoking cigarettes. What else they got over here? This is before my time here. Uncle Al's. I know Auntie Anne's. I know Uncle Al's. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little sneak peek into Bradley's Country Store. Had a ton of old school candies, old school drinks, and signs, and it was just a blast from the past. I hope you enjoyed this Anthony's part of the show, and I need you to always remember, everything means nothing, but some things mean everything. Let's go, folks.
Come on, y'all. Please give it up one time for my guy and yours, AeroRising. So effing cool, man. And it makes me miss home every time. It really does. I joked with Ant offline, but I got to do it. I was like, man, you went to the Bradley sausage? I ain't seen that one sausage in your video, bro. Pause. But I understand. It was a busy day at old Bradley's. Simple, little, yellow. Chucha says, love the store, not a fan of the sausage, however. Hey, okay, fair enough. I'm confident I've had it. I think it's pretty good. AeroRising says, you didn't see that big dude come out with the sausage? Hey. Oh, but you know, I wanted the closest. Never mind. I'm just going to, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. One more time. I'm going to hit the soundbite for him because why not? Anthony's part of the show. It's lit.
I'm Anthony, he's Anthony, it's Anthony's part of the show.
And coming up next, one could argue this is also Anthony's part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still here, here's another chance to win. Because coming up next is the movie preview game. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see y'all back in just a second. Let me take you to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
You see it, ladies and gentlemen. The 101, the movie preview game strap. All right, now sadly for y'all, this is not something you can win, okay? Sorry about you. This is a one-on-one, but I get to show it off nevertheless. Beautiful, just beautiful. All right, now when you are the movie preview game champ, you are playing for pride. Throw up that regular old belt if you would. There it is. And when you're the champ, when you're holding the title, okay, you get to come out to some theme music. So we're gonna go ahead and acknowledge our champion in just a second. He asked for it. He says even if he didn't play this week, this is what y'all got.
No chance, so that's what you got. Up against a machine too strong. Pretty politicians buying songs to run song puppets. Won't find their place.
Wait for it. I gotta wait for the drop.
But tie a string around your finger now, boy, 'cause it's just a matter of time. 'Cause you've got no chance. No chance at all. You've got no chance.
All right.
No chance at all.
It's a very long intro. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the current champ, AeroRising. All right, my guy, you're gonna hang out, maybe compete with us? I know Carmen wants her strap bag, dog. Oh. All right, now I gotta read the chat a little bit. Errol says, funny thing, Vince probably tested a ton of songs in the studio, and he was like, yeah, let me get that. And then he said, like Brad Pitt in Cool World. And then Chucha said, did you say Brad Pitt in Cool Whip? No, Cool World. All right, moving this train right along. We want to acknowledge all of our former champions. So if you would, R&B, throw up that movie preview game leaderboard. And there it is. So shout out to all of our champions. And no, you're not just playing for pride. Definitely not playing for this. You're gonna go to the movies if you win 3 times.
You like popcorn. Makes your teeth go pop, 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 pop.
All right, so if you win 3 times, R&B buys you some movie tickets, and you don't have to win in consecutive order, okay? You win today, a couple weeks from now, and again, we'll put your name on the board. That's how we keep score. You see what I'm doing here? So shout out to all of our former champions and contestants. So the next step is for me to throw up the movie preview game color gradient. There it is. Y'all know what that is. You've seen this before. In just a second, all you have to do is be the first person to tell us the name of the movie that I'm gonna play, and be the first person to get it right and spell it right and all that jazz in the chat, okay? No hints, no spoilers, could be anything, although it's a coming attraction, just like when you go to the movies and you play the game live. All right, we testing the game.
Testing the game. Oh, yeah.
You wish you had it. All right, I'm gonna put it in the background. We're gonna get this thing going. There she is. AeroRising says, I truly hope it's just one I know right away, but you've been sneaky lately. Very, very sneaky. Well, try to know this. I guess the one hint you get is that I typically try to choose films that I think are cool. It is my show, after all. But I tell no one. It could be anything. So we have done a throwback episode. Didn't go so well for some. That's not today. This is a coming attraction. You could see this trailer, I suspect, if you went to the movies as we call it. Chucha says Moana 2. There she is. It's an old joke, but it's a classic. Shout out to her. Matter of fact. Oh, there it is.
Choo choo, choo choo, choo choo, choo choo.
Water No Get Into Me says, hey, Moana 2. If it were, this is a great example. If it were, sadly, you would have lost because Chucha beat you to it, all right? But it's not Moana 2. I'm gonna turn down the lo-fi music. I hope all of y'all that were with me in the beginning are still here. This is your opportunity to win. Carmen, get your belt back, girl. I know it's burning you up inside. Take it from her. Y'all ready? Soon as I play the trailer is when you're eligible to name the film. Get it right, say it right. If it were a sequel, you'd have to say the full title. Couldn't just be Home Alone 2. Has to be Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. That is also a minor caveat. Here we go. Without further ado, best of luck challengers, and our champion. Here it is.
Hi, Millie. Hi, Mrs. Winchester. Oh, please call me Nina. Come on in. So why do you want this job?
I just really enjoy being a housemaid. For the right families, of course.
You know this is a live-in position, right? Ta-da! This is your room.
There it is. He's pretty good. Congratulations, AeroRising 23-time champ. Enjoy the show.
So would you like the grand
Shoot
tour?
just here Wednesday. Not bad, but hold that thought.
See what you're getting yourself into? The job is mostly cleaning, organizing, some light cooking. Everyone makes mistakes.
Hello?
Millie's gonna be living with us.
She's gonna live with us.
Andrew, I told you that. She'd be part of the family. I want you to feel safe here.
I do.
Whoa, bitch, you ain't making it easy.
Theodore.
Bullshit ass key. Matter of fact,
You're a lifesaver. I don't know what I'd do without you.
I got this same shit. These motherfuckers don't work. 23. Good on you, man.
I need this job. I
You're
can't
close,
lose it. I
Waternogan,
do not want to go back.
AeroRising got you beat. Yeah, I want to see this. Suspense, but not spooky scary. Plus, I really like these actresses.
Baby.
And Sabrina Carpenter one time, you know what I'm saying? She's fucking great. It's giving murderous Stepford vibes, you know what I'm talking about? I won't go to the movies for it, but I'll probably watch it at home. I've never even seen the whole trailer.
I have a really good feeling about this, Millie.
Me too.
Okay, I'll be in touch.
I've never seen that. How funny is that, y'all? There it is.
Testing the game.
Oh yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for our still
No chance, so that's what
the
you
champ.
got. Up against a machine too
Not gonna play the whole thing this time.
Pretty politicians buying souls for song puppets.
Gotta wait for the drop though.
Won't find their place in
Carmen San Diego with the late guest. Good job.
but I straight go wreck your finger now, boy, cause it's just a matter of time.
What you got, Ed?
No chance.
All right, there it is. One more time. AeroRising, the champ. Cool. Now check this out. We're not just gonna show you the trailer. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. Let's do this. Damn, Carmen says, dang it, I have lag. I'm so sorry, babe. Well, if it makes you feel any better, there have been other times where other individuals have reported lag as well. I know it. It's not my fault. I wish I could help it. I do everything I can to reduce the latency. It is what it is. I'm sorry. But great guesses. Water No Get Enemy says, I messed up and said the maid instead of the housemaid. Damn it. You were close though. Hey, thanks for playing. Hey, we're gonna give you another chance to win at the end of this show. Hang out with us. Carmen says, I'm on hospital Wi-Fi. Damn it, girl. Hey, the fact that you tune in while you work, first of all, make sure you're saving those lives, okay? That's way more important. But the fact that you tune in, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
You're far too kind.
AeroRising says, they said the name in the beginning, sitting on the couch. I guessed it was that. And I always hate when that happens. So remember, I've told y'all, for some reason, there's this new trend with trailers where they tell you the name of the trailer, like right up front. Like they give you a tiny snippet and then it's like, coming this Saturday. And then your trailer starts in 5, 4. I'm like, no, that's fucking terrible for what I need to do. Now, I could download it, trim it, do all what I have to do. Sometimes they say the name in the trailer, but not directly, case in point. But that's not a dead giveaway. And frankly, many of y'all probably haven't seen this trailer, so I thought, well, that's a fair shake. At least I can point to it later if nobody gets it and say, well, they kind of said it in the beginning. So it's a double-edged sword. You're damned if you do, but I try not to give anything away. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cute. Let's talk about it. The Housemaid, directed by Paul Feig. Screenplay and writers, Rebecca Sony Shine, and it was adapted from Frida McFadden's 2022 best-selling novel. So it's a interpolation, if you will, based on a book, as many movies are. Turn up the lo-fi just a little bit, There you go. AeroRising says, I'm already out. The idea that someone that young and good looking is going around trying to be a housemaid. Well, it's a movie, man. I mean, we could nitpick a lot of movies, but okay, I feel you kind of, sort of. Anyway, there's a genre for this. It looks cute to me. I really like who's in it. Ladies and gentlemen, it stars Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, Brandon Skyliner, I don't know how to say his name, Michelle Maroney, and Elizabeth Perkins, to name a few. I'm gonna try his name again. Brandon Skyliner. Does that sound right? Skyliner? Sorry. Hey, Ryan's trying. The plot theme summary, I'm pretty sure you got it from the trailer, but in case you need another recap, I'll give it to you. Millie is a young woman with a troubled past who accepts a job as a live-in housemaid for a rich, mysterious family. All right? At first, the job seems like an opportunity to start over, but soon, what appears to be a dream-living situation morphs into something darker. Millie discovers that the household's secrets may be more dangerous than her own. Secrets, power dynamics, deception, psychological tension, and twists are essential. I think I was trying to say central. My bad. Carmen says, the housemaids here make more money than most of us. Go on, girl. Damn. Well, there you go. Some noteworthy details before we move right along. The film is a faithful adaptation of the novel, as I mentioned, but the filmmakers say that there's some cool surprises, all right? It's an adaptation, but there you go. Both Sweeney and Seyfried are executive producers. How about that? Shout out to those ladies. Along with Frida McFadden, the author. Music score by Theodore Shapiro. I don't think we give enough shine to the composers. And it was filmed in New Jersey between January and March of 25. So a recent film. If you were out in Jersey, you could have been an extra, as we have been. Shout out to AeroRising in the chat. And then lastly, distributor Lionsgate, and the theatrical release is scheduled in the US on December 19th of this year. So if you're about that life and want to see it in theaters, you may. Otherwise, be like me and just wait for it when you get to the crib. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your movie preview game today. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to the channel. Okay. Hey, what a show already, huh? Thank you again. Thank you. No, get into me. Bang, came through, gave us the 80, dropped it on us, and we are going to host a giveaway at the end of this show. But before we do, the next segment is R&B's movie series review. We testing the game. All right, so hang out, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Gotta love the montage. You know what I'm talking about? Go on and show it to 'em.
It's only a movie.
Just look over your shoulders, honey.
Yeah!
Good morning, Vietnam!
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns that would necessitate an entire rack.
Snakes? Snakes. I don't know no snakes.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Hey, you guys! Enjoy your remaining years.
I will. Enjoy fucking Jules.
I will.
That Veronica Vaughn is one piece of ace.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Alrighty then.
Get your popcorn ready. Chia. And of course, I would lose my soundboard right when we're coming back. All right, we're back. That's all right. Most of y'all don't even like the soundboard. That's the truth. But hey, this is my show, goddamn. We testing the game. Give it up one time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so if you're just joining the live, this is where we talk about the movies, the series, the docs, the comedy specials that I might have watched in the last week or so, and I get to tell you a little bit about it. All right, so hang out with me. I hope you've seen some of these titles, and we can talk a little bit about it. Let me know if you feel like I do, or what have you. All right, so that's all I got. All right, coming up first, I tend to start low, which means that I'll tell you about the ones I didn't love so much, and hopefully we'll end on a high note. Pick of the week, dig that? And if it's something that falls outside of a film or a series, it's like non-traditional for me. And so we typically talk about those first. A sports doc, a regular doc, a comedy special, what have you. This week, I've got one of those. It's a docu-series, as a matter of fact. And I thought it was super insightful. Now, I knew some things, but I didn't know as much of the intimate details as this series talks about, and I'm going to share it with you now. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is called AKA Charlie Sheen. I enjoyed it very much. I've liked Charlie Sheen, the actor, over the years, and then I remember when he kind of went off the rails a little bit, you know what I mean? And the doc series, it's really like a two-parter, so to call it a series, I think, is an overstatement, but that's what it's kind of called. It gets really insightful and really cool. There's a lot of footage from when he was a kid. I didn't know that him and his family, now granted, he comes from a film household, all right? And I'll tell you a little bit about it in a second, and hopefully most of y'all watching this know, because y'all are like me. But it's really cool, really insightful. I enjoyed it very much, and it's a really personal look at Charlie Sheen, not only the actor, but the guy, man, and I thought it was cool. Chucha says, Charlie Sheen, yeah, you did. Go ahead and hit it for it one time.
Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo.
Were you guessing on that, Mom? The preview game is over, baby. All right, so let's talk about it. It's Netflix's latest docuseries, at least when I wrote it down it was. It dives deep into the chaotic rise, fall, and reinvention of one of Hollywood's most infamous bad boys. Bad boys. Matter of fact, wait, I think I got that from a former stream.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
All right, cool. Charlie Sheen, through candid interviews, rare archival footage, and behind-the-scenes stories, the series traces Sheen's journey from Platoon to 2.5 Men to his notorious public meltdown. Damn. Chucha says, I was guessing. Well, good on you. There's a lag. I recognize there's a lag on the stream today. AeroRising says, I like how they try to paint him as not well off when he was a kid. Moved to California when he was 3, lived on the beach, dad already famous. That's really true. Good on you. All of that is very accurate. Look, a lot of famous actors and the like are Nepo kids. All right, let's just go on and get it out the way. Charlie, he's definitely that. Where was I? Lost my page. That's okay. He grapples addiction, family drama, and a complicated legacy, quite frankly. With appearances in the doc from industry insiders and family members, the documentary explores not just the spectacle, but the human behind the headlines. It is streaming now on Netflix. AeroRising says, had a handheld camera in the 60s. Exactly. They really did. Hey, shout out to them, though, man, and Emilio. They were making movies, bro. Shout out to them boys. That's kind of how they cut their teeth. Really cool. I don't want to give too much away. It's great. Take a look if you're into docs, if you know Charlie Sheen. To all my shout out to you, Dad. You ain't in the chat. Matter of fact,
I wanna know Rusty.
You know what I mean?
I want him to show me.
Dad, I know you're a big fan of 2.5 Men. So I thought that this would be cool for you. AeroRising says, yeah, Gordon Bombay. Shout out to Emilio. Yo. AeroRising says, understand why Martin didn't participate, but damn, me too. I really did. I would have liked Martin to have a moment. You know, again, it seemed like they probably got some drama going on behind the scenes. And look, again, I'm not here to tell you about the joint. You could probably guess at least once throughout his career, there was an intervention and they sat him down and tried to make him right. But I can't imagine what life must be like for someone growing up in the spotlight like that. I mean, you know, it's tough. I mean, a lot of young celebrities struggle with shit like this. And I don't know if he's come all the way out of it, full circle, but again, the man sitting in the diner that was talking to us on the screen was very different than the guy that was all winning Tiger Blood, man. I was smoking 7-pound rocks. If you remember that interview, that's when Buddy really fell off. AeroRising says, 2.5 Men, that's what the girls see when me and you and Fetty walk into a bar. I wish I had I would cue the music on you right there. Because it's a cute little jingle. All right, a couple more things to tell you about this. Directed by Billy Corben, who also directed Cocaine Cowboys. So that's the quality of the docuseries. I thought that the style in which that let's call it the special was produced was really, really creative and fun. Juxtaposing, you know, the old school home movies and the, you know, in-person interviews. I thought they really did a really great job. It was entertaining as well as informative. I enjoyed it. I told you what the synopsis was. Netflix leans into the truth is stranger than fiction vibe in this one, much like its other celebrity exposés. Early viewers call it equal parts shocking and oddly sympathetic, giving space to both Sheen's chaos and, frankly, his cultural impact. Shout out to Charlie Sheen. Look, when you go back and look at his resume, I mean, Buddy's been in some things. Pause. So, whether you like him or not, it might be worth checking out. Charlie Sheen, aka now streaming on Netflix. Dad and I liked it. I figured you would. I was waiting for that. If you hadn't seen it, I figured, and that's why, candidly, one of the reasons why I watched it right away was because I knew you and Dad would enjoy it. Whether or not you like Charlie Sheen, the guy, I know you appreciate some of his work, and I figured, oh, this is something they'll probably watch. Hopefully, we'll talk about it on stream. All right, here we are. AeroRising says, Nepo baby, they got away with everything and was never told no or punished. Even his ex-wives feeding him in the hookers. That's true, man. Oh. Denise Richards, she's in this and she gives some testimony, but yeah, shout out to you, man. Apparently you've seen it. Good on you. He also says, I do like him though. He has what the kids called Riz. He does. And look, I'm a very comfortable man in my sexuality, so I could say this. Like Charlie Sheen, particularly when he was a younger man, a good-looking dude, but even now, shout out to Charlie. First of all, God, and look, for what it's worth, Dad, he reminds me of you or vice versa. Whatever it's worth, there's a vibe there that y'all kind of have, and I'm gonna play this for you just cause. You know what I mean? Not the debauchery and all that, but there's a vibe. The look, maybe. Great fucking hair. Okay, can we just say that? God, my God, and the whole family seems to have great hair. I mean, good on them. AeroRising says his most recent wife still on pills during the film. Is surprised she wanted to be on film. I saw that too, and I had the same thought. Like, bitch, you just trying to be on camera. Shut your addicted ass up. But look, man, I'm not here to hate on nobody. I enjoyed the doc series again. I appreciate some of Charlie's work as a kid growing up. You know what I mean? We watched the baseball movie. Trying to think of something else he was in. Platoon, I've seen it, but that was a little bit before my time. But there's something else he's in that I can't think of. But hey, if you hit it, you can name it. If you know, you know. AeroRising says, only one scene from my favorite sleeper in Cadence. Look it up. Ooh, I know. And when I'm streaming, man, my mind just goes hella blank, dog. He was also in Hot Shots. All right, so there's that. Fuck, man, the name of that baseball, man. Wait for it. Goddamn, I'm gonna be on this shit. The baseball movie. Listen, if you hit it, you can name it. And they made like 2 or 3 of them. I want to say he plays for the Minnesota Twins. Do I get any love for that? Okay, Minnesota Twins. He's got his own theme music in the shit. He wears glasses, got the mullet going on. He says, no, you don't. I will sit here all fucking day and wait till oh, it wasn't the Twins. All right, well, there you go. God damn it. I know it wasn't Mr. Baseball. He goes, you digging your own grave. All right, bang. I'm moving right along. Chances are it'll come to me subliminally, and then I'll say it later. But ladies and gentlemen, this isn't about those films. Major League. Is that it? Is it Major League? I know it's not Angels in the Outfield and all the other shit. Major League, I think that's it. Shout out to you, Carmen. Thanks for helping me out, throwing me in life preserver. Lord knows I needed it. I didn't take those notes, obviously. I thought, oh, I'll remember that. Fuck. What's his name in the movie? He's the pitcher, and he's got the rocket arm. You can hit it, you can name it. He's got a cool name. And was like, I was gonna let you keep going. Vaughn, yeah, but what's his nickname? Damn, one more game with this shit. Oh, what's his nickname? Anyway, I can't remember. Fuck it. I said I was moving on. I'm moving on. Somebody will tell us in the chat. Bang, if you haven't seen it, if you have seen it, AKA Charlie Sheen on Netflix. Enjoy. Wild Thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Far too kind.
My goodness. Getting old sucks. Russ says, Charlie looks like me, but he did get a lot of trim in the tempo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Good on you, Dad. Hey, Charlie might look like me. He ain't getting no trim in the tempo. That's a family joke. You got to be there to know that one. AeroRising says, then play the song when it comes out. They'll blow it in the night. Bang. All right. Major League. Thank you, Carmen Sandiego. Thank you. And thank you to all of y'all. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I love the Arrival. Money talks. Hell yeah. And not for nothing, Chris is in the doc series, which I thought was a little odd. Like, I was like, he's in it? And he didn't like say anything crazy, but anyway, they were probably like, listen, you know what would be really great if we got Chris Tucker in this one. That's what I'm saying. Barely knew Charlie, whatever. Although he did have something very nice to say about like top billing and all of that. So yeah, exactly. He just wanted that IMDb credit. He's making a comeback. This is part of his promo run. All right, moving right along. Ladies and gentlemen, this next film, I've only got 3 today. I know. Well, maybe in some respect that's pretty good, because sometimes I got the mega movie reviews and y'all are like, hey man, let's just get this fucking show moving. I got shit places to be. No stands. And so listen, yeah, sadly, no fucking stands. I told Ant this. There's an Eminem film that's like a doc kind of sort of that I really want to watch, and he told me it's on Amazon Prime, and I was like, dope, I got Prime. But sadly, there's some kind of geo restriction, and I can't watch it. So, Shadow 1311, you know what to do, bro. I need that Eminem doc, man. Figure out a way to help us out. But when I do see it, and it's inevitable, we're definitely going to talk about that one. So thank you, AeroRising. Appreciate you. Oh, it's on Paramount. That's why. Yeah. Although what's funny about that is, you know what I bet happened? I bet it's available to rent or buy through Amazon Prime, but there's still the geo restriction for me. And that happens with some titles. Sometimes they go away after a while, but other times you just like never can watch them. So stupid. Anyway, moving the show right along. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. Stands. Dear Slim. All right. This next one should be a dead giveaway. I'm going to give you a hint before I do, because there's no prizes to be had here. We're just talking. I knew going into it, I wasn't going to love it as much as I'd loved the other ones, and I'll tell you what I mean by that in a second. But I did have higher expectations. I don't hate him as the guy. Without further ado. You know who it is. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, Superman. The 2025 joint. Okay, let's talk about it. Firstly, directed by James Gunn, who I highly respect and admire. Shout out to him. I like his work. And look, I didn't hate the film. Don't get me wrong. And I got to move on over a little bit. I didn't hate the film, but I didn't love it, and it wasn't as good as my guy Henry Cavill. Man. AeroRising says, I'll watch that when Movie Gallery gets it, all right? Throwback. I mean, you kind of got to watch it, you know what I'm saying? It's Superman. Matter of fact, I feel like he's infringing on my space here a little bit. Can I move you over, Suit? Let's see what I can do here. Yeah, there you go. Hey, hand claps. We're doing this shit on the fly, baby. All right, so it's a reboot. Yeah, no shit. How many times they gonna make the same movie? Carmen says, hey, Movie Gallery. You gotta laugh at her, Carmen, on that one, AeroRising. Good one. Throwback. AeroRising says, I'm over superhero stuff. Can't tell you the last time I watched. I feel you, but maybe Batman. Well, if they rest assured, there's gonna be another Batman. I mean, I feel like and I get it, intellectual property, all that jazz, whatever. Let's talk about this one. Superman, this one, stars David Corn Sweat. Is that his real name? I don't know if I'm making that up. David Corn Sweat as Clark Kent, with Rachel Brosnan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, who I liked as Lex Luthor, shout out to him, and Nathan Fillion taking on Guy Gardner's Green Lantern, which was, in my opinion, a major fucking fail, okay? Why? If you've seen the movie, why was the Green Lantern like that? Maybe that's a nod at like the OG version. I really don't know. Gunn, the director, promises a fresh, heartfelt approach, balancing Superman's alien origins with his all-too-human struggles as a reporter and moral compass in an often cynical world. Expectations sky high. Fans were eager to get this installment, bring back the Man of Steel and all that jazz, but frankly, it missed the mark for me. Lulu! Big G, thank you so much for being here, man.
Thank you.
Because you are here and you have made your presence known in the chat, you, my friend, are eligible for some movie tickets because we have reached 80 followers.
Bang, bang.
Shit like that. AeroRising says, shit, I know Lex Luger. All right, I need his theme music. That'd be pretty cool. Superman. I wish Shadow was here. He could tell us how he thought. Carmen Sandiego says, a lot of it was accurate to the comics. Well, good on you. I figured that much, you know, that's what we're all trying to do nowadays. We're trying to like really go back to the comic book joint and do that shit. It's just, first of all, I didn't love Lois in this one. There have been some really cute and really great Lois Lanes, in my opinion. This one, not to say she wasn't cute in a way, but she didn't do it for me. I'm just saying, in any respect. Again, I didn't not like David as Superman. I thought he looked the part. He kind of looks like the iconic version. I'm okay with that. The suit itself, again, a little lame. It's not as cool as some of the other suits we've seen in recent years. Overall, I just didn't like, and I didn't love the plot and the way it all went down. And then, not to give away any spoilers, but I think y'all, there's a dog in it, okay? Super dog or whatever. And in a sense, that was cute, but it was a little corny for me. And then I think, frankly, spoiler alert, Supergirl. But that it feels like they're just leading up to that. Like, that's the end game. But whatever. I'm not here to talk about Supergirl. Superman, the first installment with this new guy, not that great. I would have liked a little bit darker. I feel like, you know, if it were a little more Guardians of the Galaxy, a little bit, it would have been better for me. But I just didn't love it. AeroRising says, they stay consistent, don't they? Superman's still wearing underwear and shit. Well, that was the throwback. See, they some of the other suits don't have the red draws on the front, but they brought it back for this. He also says I'm on an ad. Sorry, man. Well, welcome back. And look, I know you got some work to do, man, so if you got to cut out, it's all good. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it, it was a very cute, in my opinion, Anthony's part of the show today.
I'm Anthony, he's Anthony, it's Anthony's part of the show.
So I appreciate you, bro. And I'm going to tell you again next week, but hey, man, happy early birthday. All right. Y'all show some love. He's also the champ. Golly, it's a good day to be AeroRising, apparently. Appreciate you, bro. And you're eligible for the giveaway. Matter of fact, let me check on the giveaway contest. Make sure I haven't fudged anything up. Yep, you're in there, buddy. So, thank you all. Yeah, coming back to Superman for just a hot second. Let's see what else I could tell you about. I told you James Gunn, he directed it, who also did Suicide Squad and Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's cool. And again, I like his work, you know what I'm saying? And even Suicide Squad was darker for me. And it's like, I recognize we weren't trying to do like darkness with this, but it was just too fucking corny for me. Yeah, I told you all about it. One of the most anticipated blockbusters of the year, they were saying. Gunn did promise a mix of sincerity, hope, and his signature irreverence. I'm just gonna say it one more time. I didn't love it at all. I said that shit weird. I didn't love it at all. I wanted to say as much as, but the truth is, I don't think I liked it at all. So there you go. We testing the game. It's my show. If you loved it, that's okay. We can have a difference of opinion. It ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people say cucumbers taste better pickled. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dave Chappelle. All right, I'm going to hit the button one time because how many times am I going to get a chance to do it? Show some love. Superman! I'm also going to say, I'm going to play that again, but I'm going to say this too. I do have, and I could be making this up. I hope you're in the chat, man. But I have a very vague memory of going to see the Christopher Reeves Superman film in theaters with my dad. Aww. Is that possible, Dad? Could we have seen that together in film? At least one, because it was like 4 or 5, maybe 7 of them joints. I don't remember. But I have this weird, like, in the back of my brain, like, that we're sitting in a movie theater and we're watching the Christopher Reeves Superman. Even if it isn't a real memory, that's nothing cooler than that. Watching Superman with your dad, come on. Love you, man. We want to know.
I wanna know Rusty.
You know what I mean?
I want him to show me.
Okay, that was sweet, heartfelt. Ladies and gentlemen, I've only got one more. Russ says, hey man, I don't remember that shit. Hey, I appreciate your realness. That's why you are R-U-S-S. Give it up. Even if we didn't. I'm pretty sure we did, though. I'm pretty sure we went and saw Superman. But, listen, I recognize shit, it was a long time ago, dog. You want me to remember that? It's all right. I love you, man. I'm just going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pick of the week. It's your pick of the week because, well, it kind of has to be. You know what I mean? I only saw a few. But the truth is, if I didn't like anything, if I only told you about stuff I didn't like, I would have no pick of the week. I'd be like, don't watch none of this shit. But today, you get one. And here's the weird part. And Mom, bring those guesses right on back. I'm going to hit another soundbite. You're going to know exactly as soon as you hear it. We've talked about this before on the show, but it's weird the way they gave it to us. And remember, I told you all that I started watching it, but we weren't going to do the full review until the whole season came out. Well, rest assured it did. And it is a banger, in my opinion. I loved it. Come on, this is the classic, y'all. Wait for it.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family. Their house is a museum when people come to see them.
So cute.
They really are a scream, the Addams Family.
Da-na-na-na. Bang! Absolutely, Carmen. It is Wednesday. So good. Their house is a museum. They really are a scream. How cute is that? And I gotta fix this too. Y'all are infringing. You're encroaching on my visual there. All right, that's cute enough. There you go. Carmen says, I loved it too. That's what I'm talking about. Honestly, I think it's great. Shout out to Jenna Ortega. She deserves so much praise, but so too does her cast. Now, look, it's difficult for me to tell you about some of what happens without spoiling anything, because again, no spoilers on the show. But let me try to phrase this in such a way. The two lead actresses, okay, they do something rather unique, and they do it very well, I thought. So if you know, you know. Shout out to Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think she does a great job. And frankly, no disrespect, some of the former Morticias, as beautiful as they are and wonderful as they are, not as pretty as Catherine, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm gonna go ahead and, I think I wrote it down. Yeah, Luis Guzman. Luis Guzman is fantastic, okay? I like him as Gomez. God, I hope that's his name, right? Maybe I didn't write. Yeah, okay. but he doesn't have the same degree of swag as some of the other Gomez's. You know what I mean? And that's what he's missing for me. I really love the way Gomez was portrayed in the films that came out like the 90s. Which is not, maybe he's gonna have like a really unique character arc. I don't know, but that's all right. Great regardless. AeroRising says, I'd consider watching it if it was TVMA, mature audiences. He says the original Gomez is Sean Austin's father. Bang. I don't think I knew that, so thank you for that. All right, let's talk about this a little bit and then we can get into it. And if you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts are. And if you haven't seen it, ladies and gentlemen, it's your pick of the week, okay? Tim Burton. Shout out to him, and it has Burton vibes, and so if you're a fan of that and this, you'll dig it. It's a smash hit series on Netflix with Jenna Ortega reprising her breakout role as the delightfully deadpan Wednesday Addams. Give it up for her. She carries. She's amazing. Season 1 became a global phenomenon, blending gothic mystery with teen drama, and know this going into it, it's very tweeny pop, okay? It wasn't created for adults, I don't think. I think it was made for teens and maybe young adults, but everyone can appreciate it. And frankly, I like the old, I mean, damn, I gave you the sound. I like that. I like the Addams Family, you know what I mean? So if you grew up with it like I did, you'll probably enjoy it too. And one of the things that they did that's really, really cool is they brought back some of the characters from the 90s 2000 films in a different way, and so they're part of it too. So that's dope. What else I wanted to say? Season 2, it promises darker mysteries, expanded lore, more of Catherine Zeta-Jones. Shout out to Carmen. New cast additions, rumored supernatural threats. Wait for that. I got that for you. Okay, there's a lot of that, a lot of spooky juice in this one. And Tim Burton's signature visual style, ensuring that the Addams Family legacy will keep audiences hooked. Netflix. It was created by Alfred Goh and Miles Millar, or Miller, if you prefer. Executive produced, as I mentioned, by Tim Burton. AeroRising says, how does Fred Armisen stack up to Christopher Lloyd? They're different. They're very, very different. Great question. Great question. I'm a little partial to Christopher Lloyd. As I said, some of the former actors are in this. He's in the series. Shout out to him. It's a minor role, but naturally. Although I like Fred Armisen too. He's a little more kooky. He probably, quite frankly, is a better Fester in the sense of like, you know, just wild and spooky and, you know, really out there. Whereas I felt like Christopher Lloyd's interpretation of it was more like, you know, like Psycho a little bit, if you can dig that. But both great. He's funny. Let me give him that. And I really enjoy their on-screen chemistry. They have a really cool relationship, Wednesday and Uncle Fester, but different. So, but I like them both. Great question. See, Carmen says apples and oranges. Bang. So she gets it. If you've seen it, you'll understand. And I recommend it. And shout out to Fred Armisen. He's hilarious in his own right, outside of this franchise, but even in this franchise. So love that question. Starring, we've talked about several of the actors, but I'm going to tell you again, Jenna Ortega as Miss Wednesday herself, Catherine Zeta-Jones as her mom, Morticia. The dad, Luis Guzman Gomez. Emma Myers, this is the other young lady that deserves a lot of shine. She plays a character called Enid, does a great job. Hunter Doohan, and new additions, including Steve Buscemi. Shout out to you, AeroRising. I know you like him. And there's another young lady, I should have written her name down. She also does a really great job. She's another friend of Wednesday and Enid. And she too, I think, has a standout performance this season. Little redhead girl. Chucha says, the original Uncle Fester was a gentle soul. Oh, well, thank you for that. And hey, because we can, shout out to the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the lyrics just for half a second. All right, bye.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together ooky, the Addams Family.
They're all together ooky. They were just like, listen, man, we gotta come up with something that rhymes with spooky. I'll just say whatever. And why do I feel like that's a button that you made for this show? It feels just like something you would do. But great, let me say that. Great. All right, I got a couple more things to tell you. It is your pick of the week. I don't have the trailer and all that because I think we've already talked about the show. In fact, I think the trailer was part of the movie preview game once upon a time. That's how much I like this shit. After the viral success of season 1, the second chapter expands the Addams mythos, with Wednesday unraveling a darker, supernatural mystery that ties to her family's past. Expect more gothic humor and horror, sharp sarcasm, and a beefed up romance versus rivalry tension. All right? Of course, it's a teen movie. You gotta have that. Yeah, did I mention that season 1 was one of Netflix's most watched shows of all time? If not, now you know. It earned Emmy nods and cemented Miss Ortega as a cultural icon. I think that's high praise, but probably accurate. Although, not for nothing. Why she ain't got no eyebrows or nothing no more? What's going on, baby? What are you doing? Anyway, anticipation sky high. The theories already swirling. Check it out. New villains and all that jazz. This was your pick of the week. Testing the game. Oh yeah. How does she size up with Christina Ricci? So this is a great question. And again, Christina Ricci coming back to be in the show. AeroRising says her eyebrows were back during the Emmy. She had them other things that were back too. Hey. Yeah, I don't think she shaved them or anything, but she makeup them off. I just didn't like the look. And I'm not here to judge nobody. I get it. You're a celebrity. You're out there. You're wild. It's cool. I just think, damn, girl, bring your eyebrows back, all right? But to your question, Christina Ricci, personally, and this is true, I had a little crush on Miss Wednesday Christina Ricci. Oh. And she was in Casper also. It was the right time. But I like Christina Ricci a lot. Their portrayal of the roles, great. But let's appreciate that Christina Ricci played Wednesday in the Addams Family, whereas Jenna Ortega gets the opportunity to play Wednesday in Wednesday. So it's very much her show comparatively, but I like them both. The thing that Miss Ortega does so well with the character, she does that Kubrick stare. She's doing it in the puzzle, but I think she never blinks in the whole show, if you can believe that. So that alone gives the character a different perspective, but the story is written so well for the character that I guess she gets the nod at the better Wednesday. Plus there was like the dance scene and all that shit, but Christina Ricci will always be Wednesday for me. And I love them both. And I especially love that she got to be in the show. So one more time. AeroRising says, shit, if Mrs. Ortega walked in. Hey, shout out to Miss Ortega one time. So I'll do this. It's just the fan band. Shout out to Carmen and everyone else. So, in the little intro rap, at the end, I give a nod to my high school, our high school, Child's High 03. Mrs. Ortega was our high school principal. So there you go. At least one of them. The first one, there you go. Oh, my fault. Oh, let's rewind. All right, let's rewind. I don't have a rewind soundbite. AeroRising says, oh, Miss Carmen said something. So that's the popular style right now. The blonde or the no eyebrow. Well, it's this for me, okay? And then AeroRising says, shit, if Jenna Ortega walked in that apartment with no eyebrows, you're still laying it down, buddy. Shit, probably not even getting that chance. What are we talking about? And then he says, shit, if Mrs. Ortega walked in... All right, my fault. I fucked up that joke. When I saw Mrs. Ortega, my mind went super heartfelt. Oh. Shout out to our former high school principal one time, Child's High 03. You dig it? We testing the game. But thank you for the jokes, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're the best.
You're far too kind.
And I can tell you stories about Mrs. Ortega. She was a sweetheart, and she did some things for me personally that I'll always be grateful for. I don't think she's with us anymore, sadly. So one time for her. Yeah, Carmen don't like and love Miss Ortega. See what I'm saying? There she is, Mary Ortega. Shout out to Mom. Mom knows what's up. What's her name?
Her name is Cha-Cha. She's getting lit up in the chat.
Turns out she's live and well in DC, just enjoying her life. Damn. Well, good. I'm happy to hear that she's doing great, but I don't know if you're making the joke or if she is in fact. I hope she's doing fantastic, but it wouldn't surprise me if she wasn't, sadly. I mean, bro, we're pushing 40, dog. We're 40 now. All right? Your birthday. Seen her in public all the time. Do you really? If you do, that's amazing. That's amazing. I wouldn't tell you to say hi for me or anything. She won't remember, but the fact that she's around is a wonderful thing. So shout out to you, Miss Ortega. Hey, like and subscribe if you get a chance. All right, keeping this thing moving. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, give it up for Wednesday, Superman and Charlie Sheen. These were your movie series reviews.
Oh yeah.
All right. Chucha says, she'd remember you, sweetheart. That's just like a mother's love, isn't it? Just... You're unforgettable, sweetie. She would definitely remember. All right, maybe she would. I doubt it. It's fine. There was a lot of kids. What a wonderful show. And again, thank you all so much.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Remember, because I'm gonna throw up the graphic for you. We did that thing. Bang. Because we reached 80 followers, thanks to you all, we are going to do a giveaway. At the end of the show, all you had to do or have to do is make yourself known, say what's up in the chat, and you will be eligible, whether you're here or not, because I've got you covered. And we're going to roll it. It'll be fair, and whomever is fortunate enough to be chosen by the machines, you're going to the movies. And you're also going to win a copy of Oscar the Oyster and Rusty the Redfish. Absolutely. All right, but coming up next, Carmen says, I'm here, and I love you for that, girl. I love you for that.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Well, this next segment, stick around for it, because we usually have a bit of a drop-off. But I know one of our viewers is very excited for it, so I'm looking forward to it too. It is The Witcher. The Witcher! So hang out with us. AeroRising, I know you've got work to do, man, so if you got to run, that's cool. We're live, so this is being recorded. You'll know whether or not you won. We're not going to cheat you, okay? But if you don't win, we also didn't cheat the winner. You know what I'm saying? And again, if you go, say something before you go so I can wish you a happy birthday again. Otherwise, I'll give it to you now, dog. Looking forward to wishing you a happy birthday on your birthday. But until then, enjoy the rest of your 30s, you bastard. Carmen says, I'm waiting to hear the life updates you mentioned in the title. No, there weren't any life updates. What you talking about, girl? My title says Sheen and Superman, The Witcher. I don't think so. I can read it. No. That was a former, hey, that was a throwback. We have done that before. I'll give you that. I have said life updates before, but that's because I had updates to give. You know what I mean? Shit. The coolest thing I got for you this week is last week I made a fucking song. All right, you're gonna get that in the outro.
Testing the game. Oh yeah.
Hey, that's all right, darling. The fact that you're here and you're paying attention, I can't say it enough. I appreciate you, girl. Go on and tell her. She's been around the world.
Around the world, from India to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize.
Let it ride.
Take you for a ride on a slow boat to China.
Man, tell us.
Where in the world is
Carmen San Diego?
We love you, girl. That's facts. Facts. Cool. So no life updates this week, sadly. But I'm doing all is well. I'm doing great. I haven't jumped off the ledge or nothing. Let's switch it up. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is The Witcher. Let's go. All right, we got a couple of things to take care of. Hopefully this works out well. We've got a tradition, that background light. I got to change that because it's just something I like to do. And this is how we roll. Wait for it. raise them up. Wait for it. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad, R&B. Not bad. Okay. Chucha says, hey, thank you for that, girl. You know what I lost is my soundboard right on cue. Damn, man. I don't know why this happens, but I have a suspicion.
Thank you.
But thank you for that. So no, I didn't change the category. I very much need to do that. Thank you for reminding me. So this is now reading and writing. And we are updated. Thank you, Chucha Barber. I appreciate that. This goes out to you.
Choo choo, choo choo, choo choo, choo choo.
Oh yeah. All right, now listen, if you're still with us, thank you again. If you're not, that's all right too. We've already got you locked in for the giveaway. But if you're here, and you might not have been here for the last couple of weeks reading, guess what? I got you covered. This is your Witcher recap.
Toss a coin.
You mentioned coin.
This is your Witcher recap.
All right, so let's talk about it. It's been a cool couple of reads, if I might say so myself. We are on Chapter 4. As a matter of fact, listen again to your new Witcher sound effect. Chapter what? Chapter 4. Oh, come on, that's pretty cool. It's little, it's cute. I need to turn it up a little bit. Let's see if I can do that. Nope, 100% already. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to give you 2 recaps because I think there's been a week in between. So, previously on The Witcher, Codringer and Fenn uncovered a terrible truth about Ciri's elder blood. She's bound to a prophecy and may one day bear the heir who reshapes the world under Nilfgaard's Emperor Ymir. All right, I'm going to say that again for you. Codringer and Fenn, y'all might remember them. They were these individuals who were like lawyer types, had a lot of wealth of information. One of them, sadly, was a cripple. I don't know. Oh! Eden! Thank you so much!
Thank you. Far too kind.
You didn't have to do that, sweetheart. Come on. Well, you're right on time for the Witcher read. We're giving you the recap. Shout out to you. Ladies and gentlemen, special shout out to Ms. Groeden. She is my Duolingo buddy, all right? And she's kicking my ass at the Duolingo. I'm so proud of you for that. But I'm learning. Ja, I snakker litt norsk. Snakker norsk. Yeah. I joked with the colleagues on Slack the other day. Somebody said something in Norwegian. I couldn't read it, and so I called them out on it, and then I gave them the old "En kloven har rød ballon." If you know, Duolingo gives you like the silly shit to learn, right? So the clown has the red balloon. You get it. You get it. Anyway, thank you again, sweetheart.
Thank you. Far too kind.
It means a lot. And listen, you got to say hi in the chat. Let me check. Hold on. Hold that thought. Yeah, you have to say hi in the chat so that you can be eligible for the giveaway we're hosting shortly. Bang. So, Groeden, if you're still there, I just need you to say hi or something in the chat while the subscription is amazing. Thank you again. You gotta say something. You gotta say something, girl. It could be in any language you want to. I know you speak a lot, so. But you're not yet registered for the giveaway. And honestly, it would be a very cool prize. So you probably missed this. So you're gonna get some movie tickets, okay? We're gonna take you to the movies. But you're also gonna get a copy of my mom's children's book, Oscar the Oyster and Rusty the Redfish. It'll be great for the kids. They can learn English that way. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, thank you for being here. And you didn't have to do that, but you're very sweet to do so. You took advantage of SUBTember. All right. I got to bring my notes back up to tell you all the recap one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're reading The Witcher. I'm going to give you The Witcher recap in case you weren't here.
Toss a coin.
You mentioned coin.
This is your Witcher recap.
And it worries me that you haven't said hello in the chat. So now I'm just, before I forget, otherwise I'll be mad at myself later. I'm gonna send you a quick message. You have to say hi in the chat, okay? You have to say hi in the chat. All right, that should be enough. At least now I will feel better having done my due diligence, okay? All right, Witcher recap, let's talk about it. So previously, part 2 and then 3, Codringer and Fenn, they learned the terrible truth about Miss Ciri. There she is, there she is.
Thank you. Far too kind.
All right, and now we've got you for the giveaway. Okay, cool, I feel a lot better. Thank you so much. She's a subscriber. And she's got that cool badge now. Let's go! So dope. All right. There's a lot happening in chat. Thank you for bearing with me. Codringer and Fenn. Look at Lou. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, bro. I'm confident you had something to do with that. You influenced that a little bit. So this is for you.
Thank you. Far too kind.
And just because I can, I've told y'all before, my guy Lou Blanc and Shadow 1311 have been playing the Division 2. Tune in on Twitch. We're having a lot of fun playing games online. Love y'all so much, man, for sure. All right. Aww. Codringer and Fenn, these are some attorney types. One of them, again, sadly was a cripple. They uncover the terrible truth about Princess Cirilla's elder blood. She might be bound to this prophecy and may one day bear a child who will reshape the world under the Nilfgaard Emperor Emir. Before they could act on their discovery, however, assassin struck, cutting Codringer, burning the archives, and silencing them forever. Aww. Hey, R.I.P. to Codringer and Fenn. All right? One time. Their secrets went up in flames, and their loyal cat was the only survivor. Hey, it went down that way in the book. I'm just saying. All right, so that happened, and it was really impactful, quite frankly, because it felt like a Game of Thrones moment, if you want to know the truth. When they kill off main characters, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that happened. Yeah, shout out to Codringer and Fenn. Now, in the last reading, the very last one, still chapter 4. Ciri awakes from her nightmare. So she sees this as part of her capabilities or, powers. She has these visions. So she awakes from this nightmare to sense protective charms failing. So whatever was protecting her, they're not working out. And this is a foreboding sign that danger is quite near. Meanwhile, Geralt, shout out to him. There's our guy Geralt, huh? He reminds me of a certain someone. Lou Blanc, maybe you can tell me who. Maybe Gro Eden might be able to, I don't know. Just me? Okay. So Geralt's medallion, keep him up for a second. Geralt's medallion warns him of magic in the palace. And so upon investigation, this motherfucker, he stumbles right into a coup in progress. It turns out the sorcerer, Artaud, he's being beaten and shackled. And he's shackled in magic dampening demiritum. It's a tough word to say. I'm going to say that again. So Geralt stumbles upon this coup happening, and there's a sorcerer who's being handcuffed, but the handcuffs are made of a special metal called demiritum. It's not real. It's pretend, okay? It's a fake word. But this metal is rare and precious, and it basically lessens the effects of magic. So when you're a sorcerer, you got to be handcuffed this way. Okay, he gets dragged off under the watch and sorceress Kira Metz. So one of the sorceresses, she drags off this other guy, and certainly this other dude, Dijkstra, is there too. Dijkstra he's like the chief intelligence officer. Geralt, however, true to form, finds himself in over his head, pinned at spear point, and reminded once again his talent for stepping in it. All right, that was, ladies and gentlemen, your Witcher recap best like a
mentioned coin.
Witcher recap. So I'm gonna do my best to pick up from where we left off last time.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty.
Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for that. Everybody get comfy. We're gonna read a couple of pages of The Witcher. Y'all ready? Wait for it. All right. I don't remember. But that's all right. Doesn't matter. Here we go. The Redanians snapped the handcuffs around the sorcerer's wrists, which were tied behind his back. Terra Nova cried out, struggled, bent over, and retched. And Geralt realized what the handcuffs were made of. It was an alloy of iron and dimeritium. It's a tough word. It was made of a special metal, characterized by its inhibition of magical powers. The inhibition was accompanied by a set of rather unpleasant side effects for sorcerers. So he's getting sick. The metal's fucking with him. Kiera Metz raised her head, pulling her hair back from her forehead, and then she saw him. What the bloody hell is he doing here? And how did he get here? He just stepped in, answered Dijkstra unemotionally. He's got a talent for putting his foot in it. What shall I do with him? Kiera's face darkened, and she stamped several times with the high heel of her boot. Guard him. I don't have time now. She walked quickly away, followed by the Redanians, who were dragging Terra Nova behind them. The shining orb floated behind the sorceress, although it was already dawn and quickly becoming light. On a signal from Dijkstra, the thugs released Geralt. The spy came closer and looked the Witcher in the eyes. Don't try anything. What's happening here? What? And don't utter a word. Kiera Metz returned a short time later, but not alone. She was accompanied by a flaxen-haired sorcerer, introduced to Geralt on the previous day as Demold of Ban Ard. At the sight of the Witcher, he cursed and smacked his fist into his palm. Shit! Is he the one Jennifer? Is he the one Yennefer's taking a liking to? Yes, that's him, said Kiera. Geralt of Rivia. The problem is, I don't know about Yennefer. I don't know either, said Detmold, shrugging his shoulders. In any case, he's mixed up in all of this now. He's seen too much. Take him to Philippa. She'll decide. Put him in handcuffs. There's no need, said Dijkstra with languid air. I'll answer for him. I'll take him to where he ought to be. Excellent, nodded Detmold. Because we have no time for him. Come on, Kiera. It's a mess up there. Oh, but aren't they anxious? Muttered the Redanian spy, watching them walk away. It's lack of experience, nothing more. I don't know who's talking at this point. It's lack of experience, nothing more. And coup d'etat. Coup d'etat. That's French, ain't it? Shout out to G. Coup d'etat. They're best served cold. Let's go, Geralt, and remember... I think it's Dijkstra. Let's go, Geralt, and remember, peacefully and with dignity. Don't make a scene, and don't make me regret not having you handcuffed or tied up. What's happening, Dijkstra? Haven't you guessed yet? Said the spy, walking beside him, with the 3 Redanian heavies bringing up the rear.
That's what she said.
Sorry. Tell me straight, Witcher. How did you end up here? I was worried about the nasturtiums wilting. Geralt, said Dijkstra, frowning at him, You've fallen headfirst into the shit. You've swum upwards, and you're holding your head above the surface, but your feet still aren't touching the bottom. Someone's offering you a helping hand, at the risk of falling in and getting covered in it himself, so drop the foolish jokes. Yennefer made you come here, didn't she? No, Yennefer's still asleep in a warm bed. Does that reassure you? The huge spy turned suddenly, seized the Witcher by the arms, and shoved him against the wall of the corridor. Uh-oh. No, it doesn't reassure me, you bloody fool, he hissed. Haven't you got it yet, you idiot? The decent sorcerers who are faithful to kings aren't asleep tonight. Let's try that one more time. No, it doesn't reassure me, you bloody fool. Haven't you got it yet, you idiot? That decent sorcerers who are faithful to kings aren't asleep tonight? That they didn't go to bed at all? Only traitors who have sold out to Nilfgaard are asleep in their warm beds. Traitors who were preparing to coup de grace of their own. I made that up. I'm freestyling. Sorry. When there's words I don't really understand. Okay. Traitors who were preparing a push of their own, but for a later date. They didn't know their plans had been rumbled and their intentions second-guessed. And as you can see, they're being dragged out of those warm beds, getting smacked in the teeth with knuckle dusters and having Demeterium bracelets wrapped around their wrists. The traitors are finished. Get it? If you don't want to go down with them, stop playing the fool. Or perhaps Yennefer already did. Talk, and fast, before your mouth is flooded with shit. Green beet soup, Dijkstra, reminded Geralt. Take me to Philippa, peacefully and with dignity, and without causing a scene. The spy released him and took a step back. Let's go, he said coldly. Up these stairs, but this conversation isn't over. I promise. It was bright from the light of lanterns and magical orbs floating beneath the column which supported the vaulting, at the point where 4 corridors joined. The place was heaving with Redanians and sorcerers. Among the latter were 2 members of the council, Radcliffe and Sabrina Glevissig. Sabrina, like Kiera Metz, was dressed in grey men's apparel. Geralt realized it was possible to identify the different factions within the Push. I don't know how you say that word. Okay, it's like a coup de grace, right? P-U-T-S-C-H. Putsch? Pooch? Pooch? How do you say that shit? I don't know. It's going to be tough for you to tell me phonetically, so we'll just keep it moving. Geralt realized it was possible to identify the different factions by their uniforms. Triss Merigold crouched on the floor, hunched over a body which was lying in a pool of blood. Geralt recognized the body as that of Lydia van Bredefort. He knew her by her hair and her silk dress. He couldn't have recognized her by her face because it was no longer a face. It was horrifying. Macabre skull with shining teeth exposed halfway up to the cheeks, and distorted, sunken jaw to the bones. It was all badly knitted together. Cover her up, said Sabrina Glevissig softly. When she died, the illusion vanished. I said bloody cover her up. How did it happen, Radcliffe? Asked Triss, withdrawing her hand from the gilded half of the dagger which was embedded beneath Lydia's sternum. How could it have happened? This was supposed to be bloodless. She attacked us, muttered the sorcerer, and lowered his head. She attacked us as Vilgefortz was being escorted out. There was a scuffle. I have no idea. It's her own dagger. Cover her face, said Sabrina, suddenly turning away. She saw Geralt, and her predatory eyes shone like anthracite, which is a gem, I'm pretty sure. Chucha says, sounds like pooch, meaning to overthrow. All right, cool. Thank you for that. I get to read it like pooch.
Thank you.
It's a fun way to say it.
Far too kind.
Pooch. All right. As always, we're a long way from finishing the chapter, which I really hate, but what can I do about it? So we'll just read a little bit more, and then we'll keep this story going. It's only the second book of like 8, ladies and gentlemen. We got a long way to go. But look, we're almost halfway done with this one. Okay. How did he get here? Triss leapt to her feet and sprang towards the Witcher. Geralt saw her hand right in front of his face. Then he saw a flash, and everything faded into darkness. He couldn't see. He felt a hand on his collar and a sharp tug. Hold him up, or he'll fall, said Triss, her voice unnatural, feigning anger. She jerked him again, pulling him towards her for a moment. Forgive me, she whispered hurriedly. I had to do that. Dijkstra's men held him fast. He moved his head around, activating his other senses. There were movements in the corridors, and the air rippled, carrying scents with it, and voices. Sabrina Glevisic swore. Triss mollified her. The Redanians, reeking of an army barrack, dragged the limp body across the floor, rustling the silk of the dress. Blood. The smell of blood, and the smell of ozone, the smell of magic. Raised voices, footsteps, the nervous clattering of heels. Hurry up! I don't know who's talking. Hurry up, it's all taking too long. We ought to be in Garstang by now. Oh, that was Philippa Elhart, sounding anxious. Sabrina, find Marty Sodergren, quickly. Drag her out of bed if necessary. Gadamith's in a bad way. I think it's a heart attack. Have Marty see to him, but don't say anything to her, or whoever she's sleeping with. Triss, find Dogredary. That's probably not his name. Triss, find Doragary, Drithhelm, and Caradun, and bring them to Garstang. What for? They represent the kings. Ethane and Estrad are to be informed about our operation and its consequences. You'll be taking them... Triss, you have blood on your hand. Whose is it? Lydia's. Damn it. When? How? Is it important how? She said in a cold, calm voice. The voice of Tissaia DeVries. Okay, a lot of people in the chat right now, folks. A lot of witches in this bee. Is it important how? Said a cold, calm voice. The voice of Tissaia DeVries. The rustle of a dress. Tissaia was in a ball gown, not a rebel uniform. Geralt listened carefully, but could not hear the jingling of Demeterium handcuffs. Are you pretending to be worried? Repeated Tissaia. I don't know how to say these names. Tissaia. Concern? When revolts are organized, when armed thugs are deployed at night, you have to expect casualties. Lydia's dead. Gedimith, I don't know these fucking names. Chucha says, a lot of witches everywhere. Exactly. Exactly. Could have gave me, I mean, there's so many. Phonetically, it don't make sense. Lydia is dead. Hengedimith is dying. A moment ago, I saw Artaud with his face carved up. How many more casualties will there be, Philippa? I don't know, answered Philippa resolutely. Yeah. Fedme! I have waited a long time for this, bro. AeroRising's not here to get the credit, but this is for you. Come on!
You come and go. You come and go.
Come on, how cool is that? You come and go, you come and go. That's exactly what you do in the chat. There's a second version of it. It's the same song, but it's a little shorter. But one more time, how adorable was that? I told you it was gonna get your own button pretty soon. Come on, how cute is that? gotta do it. Shout out to you, man.
Thank you.
You subscribed recently, bro. And because you probably missed so much of the show, dude, we hit 80 followers. As a result, we're doing an on-screen giveaway in just a second, and you're eligible, buddy. You're eligible. You don't even have to stick around. Matter of fact, let me take a look, make sure. There he is. One more time, Fedman in the chat. I love it. You come and go. We're gonna play the hell out of that, so thank you for that. All right, so hang out with us if you want to. We're not gonna be reading too much more, sadly. But we've had a great show and all that, and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Love you, man. All right, here we go. Where the hell was I? A moment ago, this is Tissia DeVries talking. A moment ago, I saw Artaud with his face carved up. How many more casualties will there be, Philippa? I don't know, answered Philippa resolutely. But I'm not backing down. Of course not. You don't back down from anything. The air vibrated and heels thudded on the floor in a familiar rhythm. Philippa walked towards him. He remembered the nervous rhythm of her footsteps when they were walking through the hall at Aretuza together to feast on caviar. He recalled the scent of cinnamon and muskroot. Now that scent was mixed with the smell of baking soda. Geralt had no intention of participating in any kind of coup or pooch, but wondered whether, had he decided to, he would have thought about cleaning his teeth beforehand. I think Geralt's about to get a kiss or is thinking about kissing this girl. What are you doing, Geralt? Maybe just got bad breath. I don't know. He can't see you, Phil, said Dijkstra nonchalantly. He can't see anything and didn't see anything. The one with the beautiful hair blinded him. He heard Philippa's breath and sensed every one of her movements, but moved his head around awkwardly, simulating helplessness. The entrancement. The enchantress was not to be fooled. So he's doing the Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying? He's out there, but she's not buying it. So somebody put a spell on him. He can't see shit, but he can sense it because he's a witcher. All right? That's our guy right there. Let it ride.
Oh, valley of plenty.
Don't bother pretending, Geralt. Triss may have darkened your eyes, but she didn't take away your mind. How the hell did you end up here? I dropped in. Where's Yennefer? Blessed are they who do not know, said Philippa in a voice devoid of mockery, for they will live longer. Be grateful to Triss. It was a soft spell. The blindness will soon pass, and you didn't see anything you weren't meant to. Guard him, Dijkstra. I'll be right back. There was a disturbance again in voices. Kiera Metz, resonant soprano, Radcliffe's nasal bass, the clatter of heavy Redanian boots, and Tissia DeVries' raised voice. Let her go! How could you? How could you do that to her? She's a traitress, responded Radcliffe's nasal... Oh, that was a guy. She's a traitress, responded Radcliffe's nasal voice. I will never believe that. Blood's thicker than water, said Philippa Elhart coldly, and Emperor Emir has promised the elves freedom, as well as their own independent state, here in these lands, after the humans have been slaughtered, naturally, and that was sufficient for her to betray us without a second thought. Answer, said Tissia DeVries forcefully. Answer her, Enid. Answer, Francesca. I don't know who the fuck is talking. There's so many people in the chat right now. Holy moly. This is where you gotta watch the movie. The clinking of Demeterium handcuffs, the sing-song elven lilt of Francesca Findabair. So now we have an elf amongst us. The daisy of the valley. All right, one more time. The sing-song elven lilt of Francesca. All right, slow it down. Got to do this. We're almost done, folks. I promise. And then we're going to do the giveaway and get the hell out of here.
We testing the game. Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned for that outro, though. The clinking of Demeritirium handcuffs. The sing-song elven lilt of Francesca Findabair. The daisy of the valleys. The most beautiful woman in the world. Aww. Apparently. Va vorta me, deonai, nan te a Dyson. Will that suffice, Tisea? Barked Philippa. Will you believe me now? You, me, all of us here, and always were? Dione humans to her, and she, Aen Sedai, has nothing to say to humans. I'm doing my best, folks. I'm talking in Elvish now. I mean, holy Fair cart, what did Vilgefortz and Ymir promise you that made you choose to treachery? Oof. Go to hell, you debauched slut. Geralt held his breath, but this time didn't hear the sound of brass knuckles hitting bone. Philippa was more composed than Kira, or she didn't have brass knuckles. Radcliffe, take the traitors to Garstang. Detmold, give your arm to Archmistress Devise. Go, I'll join you soon. Footsteps, the scent of cinnamon and muskroot. Dijkstra, I'm here, Phil. Your men are no longer needed here. They may return to Loxia. Are you absolutely sure? To Loxia, Dijkstra. Yes, Your Grace. There was scorn in the spy's voice. Okay. Yes, Your Grace. There was scorn in the spy's voice. The lackeys can leave. They've done their bidding. Now it's a private matter for the mages, and thus I, without further ado, will leave Your Grace's beauty's presence. I didn't expect gratitude for my help or my contribution to your pooch, but I certainly will keep Your Majesty. I fucked up. I tried to freestyle it. It's not working out so well. We need a hard break. Let's try again. This is Dijkstra, and I don't really know his voice, but we're working on it. To Loxia, Dijkstra. Yes, Your Grace. There was scorn in the spy's voice. The lackeys can leave. They've done their bidding. Now it is a private matter for the mages, and thus I, without further ado, will leave Your Grace's beautiful presence. I didn't expect gratitude for my help or my contribution to your pooch, but I am certain that Your Grace will keep me in her gracious memory. That was better. That was better. Forgive me. Oh, this is... Forgive me. I'm having trouble flipping to the other voice. Forgive me. Sigismund. I guess his first name is Sigismund. God, could it be any easier? Forgive me. Thank you for your help. Not at all. It was my pleasure. Hey. Motherfucker saying hey now? Jesus. Hey! Voimir, get your men. I want 5 to stay with me. Take the others downstairs and board the Spada. But do it quietly on tiptoe, without any fuss, commotion, or fireworks. Use side corridors. Don't breathe a word of this in Loxia or in the harbor. That's an order. I'm gonna stop right here. Because it's just gonna keep going. Oh, you know what? I can finish this page and a half. There's an ad break starting in 2 minutes, so I'll have to kill time and then we'll do the giveaway. Let's try to finish strong, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? Always testing the game. Matter of fact, toss a coin for me one time.
Oh, yeah.
Tough times.
Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Oh.
All right.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
I love it,
oh,
though.
Valley of Plenty.
It's a different one. All right, let's just focus, right? Here we go. You didn't see anything, Geralt, said Philippa Elhard in a whisper, wafting cinnamon, muskroot, and baking soda onto the Witcher. You didn't hear anything? You never spoke to Vilgefortz? Dijkstra will take you to Loxian now. I'll try to find you when it's all over. I promised you as much yesterday, and I'll keep my word. What about Yennefer? I'd say he's obsessed. Oh, now I'm another person. I'd say he's obsessed, said Dijkstra, returning and shuffling his feet. Yennefer. It's getting so tedious. Don't bother yourself with him, Phil. There are more important things to do. Was the expected item found on Vilgefortz? Indeed. Here it is for you. Oh, the rustle of paper being unwrapped. Oh my, excellent. Duke Niter, splendid, Baron. Discreetly, no names. And please, don't start the executions immediately after your return to Trogador. Don't incite premature scandal. Don't worry. The lads on this list, so greedy for Nilfgaardian gold, they're safe. At least for the moment. They'll become my sweet little puppets, and I'll be able to pull their strings, and later we'll pull those strings around their sweet little necks. Just out of curiosity, were there any other lists? Any traitors from Cadwen, from Temeria, Aedirn? I'd be delighted to take a look, just a glimpse. I know you would, but it's not your business. Radcliffe and Sabrina Glevisig were given those lists, and they'll know what to do with them. And now I must go. I'm in a hurry. Phil? Yes? Restore the Witcher's sight so he doesn't trip on the stairs. Let's go.
Your Witcher, oh Valley of Plenty,
All right. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And I lost my stream deck one more time, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. Wait for it. There it is. Oh, not yet. Wow. Okay. Well, that's gone. All good. Gonna switch up the category and the lights, and then we're gonna get this show on the road. Now we're just chatting. Yeah. And it never works the first time, but that's okay. And let's see if I can't change the lights for you. Not bad. We're testing the game. Going back to the live. Forgot to turn that damn movie off. Okay. Ad break in 28 seconds. 28 seconds. Those of y'all that are subscribers don't have to see those ads. And thank you again for your love. Love that so much. All right. I'm going to tell y'all about the contest, and then we're going to do this thing. How cool. 6 seconds. Matter of fact, this is a great way to do it. Fedman, you still here?
Fed, oh Fedman, you come and go, you come and go.
Love that. Yes, Chucha Barber, I did, and thank you. Thank you for the reminder, baby. We are now just chatting. What a wonderful show we've had, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, Fedman in the chat. Appreciate you, man. So let's do this. I'm excited for it. At the start of the show, we only had 79 followers. Only 79. But if you look now, we're sitting pretty at 80. And I promised you all that when we reach this milestone, because of course, we're going to do something special. And I've got that for you right now, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to switch this up. Check this out. We're testing the game. Come on. Oh, what just happened? My man, Stream Deck is killing me, yo. Can't hit the sound effects. Do I have lo-fi? I got lo-fi. Wait for it. There we go, lo-fi and the sound effects. We're back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. What you see on screen, and here's what I could do for you. I know some of y'all are like, wait, I can't see my name. Hold on. Let's see if I can move this. Where should I put myself? Pause. All right. Well, that's where we're going to be for the moment. All right. Everybody on this list currently is eligible. I can't say it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Far too kind.
So, I wanted to do something special when we reached 80. I thought that was a cool milestone. We've done it thanks to all of you all. And now what we're going to do is roll it. And whoever's lucky enough to be chosen is going to the movies.
You like popcorn. It makes your teeth go pop, 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 pop.
But that's not all. You're also going to receive a copy of Chucha Barber's children's book, Oscar the Oyster and Rusty the Redfish. Chucha says 8 is my number. I know it is, girl. Okay, so I guess without further ado, I'll hit you with the drum roll, and then we'll roll it, and then we'll say congratulations to whoever gets chosen. And the good news is, you don't even have to be here. Let me take the Nightbot out the equation, because they don't count. Get out of there. All right, so that's everybody. AeroRising, Carmen Sandiego 04, Chucha Barber, Fedme, Gro Eden, Lulu, Russ Barber, Sound Alerts, you're out of there too. Get out of there. Water No Get Enemy, and our guy, of course, Shadow 1311. And Water No Get Enemy, thank you so much. You were the one that put us over the top, man. So well done. Fedman, one more time.
Fed, oh Fed me. You come and go.
Harmonica, you come and go. All right, this is it. Drum roll, please, R&B, and then just roll it for them. And that's how we're gonna do it. So without further ado, thank you all again.
Thank you.
From the bottom, it means an awful lot. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Lulu! Let's go! Congratulations, my guy. You're going to the movies, bruh.
We tested the game. Oh yeah.
I guess this means we need a sound for G so that he can have something to play along to. Until then, you're just gonna get this.
We call him Baba Yaga.
Oh yeah.
Killing this shit like John Wick.
Let's go. That's a good one. Hey, that was dope.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for playing that. Congratulations to our guy G, or Lulu, as he's known in the chat. Let's take it back to the live. There it is. How cool is that? 80 followers. And G, you're going to the movies, dog. And we're going to get you a copy of the book as well. Bang. Kevin says, nice new transition. Thank you for noticing, bro.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Glad you like that. It's actually not new, but thank you either way. Carmen says, yeah, Baba Yaga. She loves it. Choo-choo with the shout out. Love y'all. Come on. 85. Can you believe it? It's taken a long way, but we've done this. I mean, 80 people. It's cool. It's cool. What a wonderful show. That's enough of that. All right, moving this thing. Fedman says, hey, new to me. Well, you know what else is new for you? I'm gonna do it for you. This is the second version. See if you can tell the difference.
Oh, Fed me. You come and go.
It's a little cleaner.
You come and go.
So it's just the minus the Fed. I like the original. But there you go. Shout out to you, man. My God, every 2 minutes the stream deck just wants to die on me. It's like, hey man, we're working hard. You know what I mean? You're working us hard, bro. All right. Cool show. Shout out to the champ, the movie preview game champ. Anthony's part of the show as well. Guess I'll do this for him. If you missed it. He's also got a big birthday coming up next week. So shout out to our guy, AeroRising. All right. And honestly, Anthony's part of the show this week. Super cute. If you missed it, we're going to repost the VOD on YouTube. Check it out there. It's a country store down there in that dang old South. You know what I'm talking about? Bradley's country store. But I thought it was cute. I hope y'all dug it too. And I guess I'm going to leave you with this. Ladies and gentlemen, last week I wasn't with you all, sadly, because I was working on music.
We testing the game.
And this is the result. The official new Twitch outro. You're about to be blessed with that in just a second. It's also available on the SoundCloud. So check us out. Shout out to R&B. So I hope you dig it. It's Twitch themed. It's got some things. I have to say this because there's... if I don't say it now, I probably never will. There's a streamer who is uberly popular and so very deserving of his shine and fame and all that. His name is Queso. Bang. Queso's a gamer streamer. He started on 2K. Now he's a variety streamer. He now kind of does spooky games, as a matter of fact. Spooky games. But he is incredibly entertaining and super fun to watch. If you're a fan of streaming at all, if you like games, he's playing another game right now called like Water Park Simulator. And his is called the Goob Lagoon. But it's so fun. Again, super entertaining. The reason I share all of this with you is because I have been highly inspired by this young man, and I shouted him out in the outro rightfully because of it. But Shadow1311 and our guy Lou Blanc, they have encouraged me to take up the gaming thing so as to hopefully garner new audiences and the like. And I have found a lot of inspiration from Queso. I think he's right now, arguably, maybe the GOAT right now. You know what I mean? Super fun. So I'm going to put this out into the universe, into the ether one day. He just did this with like a guy that he looked up to. His name was Dashy, I believe. But one day I want to do a stream with Queso. All right, I'll put it out into the universe. Clip this shit. Case, I want to do a stream together, man. One day I'll be on your level, Brody. But until then, we see you, cuz you're killing the game. All right, you're killing it. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And that's it. So if you wait to the very end of the outro, you're gonna hear my guy Queso one time. I think it's pretty funny. That's who that is. So in case you were wondering, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we testing the game. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Thank you for the subs. SUBTember. Thank you for the follow. We reached 80. Shout out to our guy Lulu for winning the contest. And not for nothing.
You come and go. You come and go.
Mom, I love you too. Stick around for the outro. Here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, we testing the game. Love y'all. See you in the next one. Until then, peace. Be easy. Have a great weekend. Love y'all. Bye. Go.
I appreciate y'all from the bottom. We testing the game. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Welcome back, champ. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you for the subs. The Twitch is going up, cuz like Queso does. And hit me on the TikTok, bitch. Let's run it up. I'm streaming and we starting anew. Recording it too. You missed the live cool, man. The vibes on the tune. And I could give a shit about the likes of the views. I'm trying to get the text with the news. Snap me back, baby. Thank you, thank you. You far too kind, bro. You should quit. Musta lost your mind. Imagine that, baby. Built different, Mr. Consistent. Posting 6 times a week. Sicker than doctor's assistants. Probably need a prescription. Philly. Shout out the family, we did it. Channel points, bitch. Thanks for the gifted. I'm trying to make partner, bitch. Who is you kidding? I'm trying to make partner, bitch. Who is you kidding? From the bottom, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Thank you all so much. Love y'all. Testing the game.
That was absolutely beautiful right there. I'm talking straight up cinema.